Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie and today is Music Monday. So this video is the first of a new series that I'm starting on my channel called Music Mondays, and in this series I'm going to be reviewing a book that I read the previous month while also sharing with you an original song that I wrote for that book. For this series, the songs that I'm writing are not going to be full songs. I'm just going to be doing a short segment of a song that I wrote, and today I'm going to be doing a review for Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. And before I start the review, here is a clip of me performing my original song for Before I Fall. Close my eyes and drift away. Close my eyes for another of the same day. Could this be a dream or a nightmare? How I think about you now. How I think about you now. Before I fall, before I fall in love with you, my heart's cut through in two. Don't want to believe it's true. How I think about you now. How I think about you now. I hope you enjoyed the song that I wrote for Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. If you don't know, this book is about a teenage girl who belongs to the popular clique of her high school, and all of her best friends are super popular, but they all have one thing in common: they are bullies. They are very mean and cruel to the people around them, and there are no repercussions for that. However, one day this group of friends goes to a party, and as they're driving home they get into an accident and the main character of this story dies. However, she wakes up to relive that same day over again. So instead of dying, she actually wakes up the next morning. She has to live that same day over again. The same events happen, the same conversations happen, and then she gets into the same accident again, dies, wakes up the next morning, has to relive that day over and over again. And this book is the process of her eyes being opened to the cruelty that she has dished out on others, and it's also about her finding the purpose of life. She starts to see the people around her more clearly, and she starts to appreciate them more. There are great family dynamics in this book because at first the main character doesn't really have anything to do with her family, and by the end of the book she grows to really appreciate them and to love them the way that she should. And as the back of the book puts it, she must discover the true value of everything she is in danger of losing. I loved this book. It's not a masterpiece. I mean, I love Lauren Oliver, but her writing isn't super poetic or anything like that. This is just a heartwarming story about life. I loved this book. I loved the story. For some reason, I can't really put it into words, but this story really impacted my life. It resonated with me a lot. I personally have lost multiple friends, family members, and acquaintances to accidents just like this one, and since losing those people I really appreciate life more, and I think that's why I loved this book so much, is because it does try and make the reader see how beautiful life is and how much it's worth living, but that it's so important to live it well and to not just live your own life but give life to others as well. One thing I really appreciated about this book is that it wasn't super repetitive like I thought it was going to be, because like I said, the main character does relive this same day over and over again. The same events happen, things like that. However, I will say that pretty much every day in this book is different except for the first two. So after the first time she wakes up and has to relive that day, it's pretty much different every single day after that. Some of the big events are the same, but for the most part, things throughout the day are very different. All the details are different. New things happen. Some days are completely different and aren't like any of the other days. So although the concept of the story is repetitive, I didn't find the book actually that repetitive, and I really appreciated that aspect because I wasn't bored. I thoroughly enjoyed the story. I didn't know what was going to happen each day. I was always curious as to what was going to happen, how the story was going to go, what things were going to get changed, and I really enjoyed it. One of my biggest complaints about this book is the friend group of the main character. Like I said, they're all bullies and they're all very cruel to other people, and that's never resolved in this book. The main character has a change of heart, but her friends don't. They're still the same mean people that they've always been, yet the main character still praises their every move. Like, of course she's still gonna love her best friends either way, but she's not critical at all of her friends' evilness, honestly. Their behavior isn't necessarily praised by the main character, but she doesn't seem like she has any issues with it. While the main character has a change of heart and changes her behavior for the better, she still doesn't stand up to her friends. She doesn't stand up for any of the people that they bully, and I kind of have a problem with that. I'm just kind of one of those people, like, you may not be the one saying or doing the mean thing, but if you're standing by passively, not standing up for what's right, then in my point of view, you're just as guilty as the person committing that act. But that is one of the only negative things that I have to say about this book. One part of the actual writing that I didn't particularly like is the ending. It's very abrupt and cut off, and you just kind of have to figure out for yourself what happened. I can't tell you much about it without spoiling the ending, but this ending could have been extended. So those are all my thoughts on Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. The writing isn't just super fantastic, but I love the story, and the more time that passes since reading this book, the more I fall in love with it. Just thinking about this book grabs at my heart. If you want to know more of my thoughts on this book, I do have a full review up on my blog, madisonstory.com. It will be down in the description below if you want to check it out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more bookish content by me. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read this book and what your thoughts were on it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!